Are you waking up in the morning exhausted before you've even gotten out of bed? You just had a full night's sleep, right? Right? But you are literally so exhausted, burnt out, and stressed by having to go to a job, either in corporate America or a business that you created. And even though you are a super successful woman, you literally loathe this job or this business. And maybe you feel guilty, like this is supposed to be the dream, right? And you don't feel it at all. And you're left wondering, is this even the point? What is my purpose? Why am I here? And what am I doing? And furthermore, is this all there is? And if any of that resonates for you, then hi. My name is Jen. I'm the founder and owner of Laughing Lotus Wellness, purpose coach, and expert. And what I do is work with women just like you who are in this place of feeling disconnected anymore from their purpose. And really, honestly, combined with COVID and all the stuff we're facing, feeling incredibly overwhelmed, right? Not able to see the goodness for the forest for the trees anymore. And what we do is we get clarity around how to support you. How did you get here? Where do you want to go? And how are we going to make that happen for you? And whether that means we can do it right where you are, or we have to change lanes a little bit to get you in that sweet spot, that's what we do to help you reconnect that success with purpose. And so I want to talk about, right, as a clinical social worker and 15,000 plus hours across the couch from people, some of the tips that I have, 3 ideas for harvesting inner strength. This is such a huge piece of feeling purpose driven. If I am struggling with anything, I'm going to need to be able to go inward and find that like kind of really rooted and seated space of feeling like I'm grounded and that I've got strength that's going to help me deal with whatever comes my way. And so commonly this was something that I was talking about in my clinical practice, and I thought I would bring it here. 3 ideas. So one is, I invite you to find a moment where you felt like you were super challenged and how you got through it. I want you to just take one moment, define for yourself what was happening that was really challenging and how did you get through it? Because you did. You know, people would show up in my office all the time and feel really defeated by what was going on in their lives. And I'd have to sit with them and kind of like, you know, kind of rifle through their lives and be like, but look at this. And how about this? And what about your bravery here? There is all this incredible stuff that you've lived through and we forget in the shuffle of life. And so I want you to identify what's a moment that was really hard and how did you get through it? Because you did. If you need a helping hand, reach out to somebody in your life and ask them for some support. But I am certain you have more than one area that you can definitely define you did something beautiful in to manage something that was really hard. That's your inner strength. Second thing is, I'm going to invite you to bring your awareness to the mid-body. And right in your mid-body, kind of a little bit above the belly button, is an energy space of your body that is really kind of indicative of empowerment and confidence and strength and fire. And it's kind of where some of that goodness, kind of that gut instinct, right, that fire in the belly idea comes from. And I love this idea. And so what that is that it's called the solar plexus. And it's a great area to imagine that there's a beautiful healing golden light right in that space in your body to kind of expand and wake up that sense of confidence and power that you have within, okay? And that strength. So it's a great spot for strength. And tapping into that center is super huge and supporting that, getting back to a sense of feeling like you've got that strength, confidence, and power. And the last thing is taking on a strengths perspective. So I'm not talking good vibes only, right? I'm sure we've all seen these shirts and the memes and the things, right? I'm not talking that. I believe that there's space for all of the feelings. There's space for all of that stuff, right? But one of the things we can adopt is this idea of strengths perspective. I am always looking for and scanning for strengths, not just in other people, right? That's kind of easy. It's easy to look at somebody else and go, you're so good at that. You're so natural on camera. I just said this to one of my friends today. You're right, because she's so natural on camera. So like we can look at someone and say, you're so good at being organized. Oh my gosh, how do you always have this together? We can look at others, but we really want to have that strengths-based perspective for ourselves. What are we bringing that really makes us super strong and powerful people? And so I really want you to try on this lens, like goggles, like strength goggles, right? We want to look around and see like, what is going well? How can I look at this in a way with a perspective that's going to actually show up so much more effectively for me, rather than kind of beating up on ourselves, right? Super common for us to get hard on ourselves. This is like wiping that slate clean, going, yep, I know I make mistakes. Yep, I know I'm human. That shows up for sure. And these are some of the ways that this is actually working out for me, even when it's a challenge. So trying on this perspective is a huge coup. And so I just wanted to throw those 3 tips out there to support you on that journey of harvesting that inner strength and fire. So we'll get more to that when I see you live. But I wanted to drop that here and just get those 3 ideas tapped right in for you and get you started moving in that direction. So if this was helpful to you, but you're like, you know what, Jen, I need a little more, I want to invite you to reach out to me and private message me to do a free Path to Purpose call where we sit down and begin to identify and tap into where you might be struggling, right? Where you might be struggling to have that strengths perspective, where you're struggling to harvest goodness for yourself, and tap into that and get you moving in the right direction. And so if that's something that'd be interesting to you, reach out to me. I would love to be a part of your journey. So until next time, this is Jen supporting you on your path to purpose.